Wow, Dillian Whyte, rival to Anthony Joshua, again accuses him of being on drugs, the drugs cheat. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get into it. Shout out to worldboxingnews.net. And the heavyweight division's popping, a lot going on. They had an interesting article, link in the description. Check it out. Dillian Whyte labels Anthony Joshua a drugs cheat in an astonishing rant. It says heavyweight contender Dillian Whyte has launched a scathing attack on former opponent and British rival AJ. Whyte, who was stopped by Joshua in 2015, has been disappointed in attempts to seek a rematch ever since. Upon witnessing Joshua lose all his belts last week in New York, Whyte believes the lack of chance to use PEDs in America contributed to AJ's downfall. He says, quote, he talked to his coach, "Why do I feel like this?" He said, "It's because you're in America with the VADA testing and you're not on the juice. That's why," explained Whyte. "It's harder to get therapeutic use exemptions, twos, there than it is in the UK. That's why." It says on Joshua's performance, Whyte added, "He seemed scared, not bothered. He was running. He was jabbing out of range. He was retreating. He had his left hand down. When he got hurt, he didn't know whether to hold or tie up. He seemed like he wasn't bothered, like he didn't want to be there. Maybe he couldn't deal with the pressure anymore. He just seemed like he was there to collect his money. He said he was the landlord, but he failed to collect the rent." Oh, wow. In a further interview with Sky Sports, Dillian Whyte said, "I don't think he overlooked Andy Ruiz Jr. If anything, he was a bit too respectful. Ruiz Jr. is such a nice guy, and he was giving him belts, taking photos with him. I didn't understand it when you're about to go to war with this man." And it says, return Dillian Whyte next month, Oscar Rivas, but now faces a longer wait to finally land a rematch with AJ. It's possible another opportunity would open up for Whyte, stateside, challenge himself. Ruiz versus Joshua 2 is slated to take place November, December. It says on UK soil, but I don't know if that's entirely true. But that's what Dillian Whyte said. He's accusing Joshua of being on twos. Now, the interesting thing is Gerald Big Baby Miller failed a drug test, 2 of them with multiple drugs in his system. But during the press conference, he accused Joshua of being on the same type of twos, therapeutic use exemptions. And, according to Dillian Whyte, he's saying that's why Joshua, his performance wasn't the same, because the UK has different protocols and testing, and he's saying it's easier to get those exemptions in the UK versus the USA. So it's clear he's not messing with him. I've seen another interview with Dillian Whyte where he said that it don't matter if Joshua loses 10 fights in a row, he still wants smoke. Let me know what you guys think of this. He also has a difficult fight himself. Oscar Rivas is no joke. Oscar Rivas beat Andy Ruiz Jr. in the amateurs, the guy that just beat Anthony Joshua. And he also beat Pulev in the amateurs. And he just knocked out Brian Jennings, who's about to fight Joe Joyce. They had a little press conference. It was pretty funny. There's some one-liners and stuff like that. So, heavyweight division is popping. A lot of stuff going on in the heavyweight division. Let me know what you guys think of Dillian Whyte's accusations. Dillian Whyte's cold-blooded. He's not worried about kicking a man while he's down. And it's funny because Eddie Hearn just responded to Wilder, who didn't even go take it to what Dillian Whyte is accusing Joshua of, why he looked like that. And then Eddie Hearn said that Wilder was classless. He wasn't classy or, kicking a man while he's down. And Dillian Whyte is, Eddie Hearn's fighter on a case-by-case basis, but you haven't heard those same comments from Eddie Hearn. And Dillian Whyte said something worse. Dillian Whyte is accusing him of being on PEDs, after his loss. What Deontay Wilder said was basically, he was manufactured and he wasn't keeping it real and stuff like that. and we knew this time was coming at some point, you know, those types of things. So you guys make it out what you want to. Let me know what you guys think. What is next? What do you think for Joshua Ruiz? Ruiz is living the dream right now. It's just a lot going on in the heavyweight division. If you're new, consider subscribing. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We working. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.